Masks save lives, tens of thousands of them, according to a model that the White House uses. But as a political war on masks continues to be waged in this country, one man in Michigan is putting his message where his mask is. Aaron Burch lost his mother to COVID-19 last month. Cheryl Burch was just 61 years old, a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. And Aaron believes that she could have been saved if everyone was wearing a mask. Now he wears a mask that says, "My mom died. That's why I'm like this." And he is joining us now. Aaron, thank you for being with us. I lost my mom myself a few years ago at the exact same age as your mom, so it is with pain in my heart that I have you here to talk about this. First, can you just tell us about your mom? Tell us what she meant to you.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for reaching out to me. I'm truly humbled for the opportunity to speak about my story and about my mom. My mom was singly the most kind and loving woman I've ever met in my entire life. She was just a radiating beacon of warmth and love. I confided in her with just about every single issue that I had. She was just such a kind and loving and wonderful person. And my life is forever changed without her in it. I was privileged enough to give her a couple of grandchildren that she was able to enjoy, and we have a third child on the way that, before we even talked about having another child, she said that this one was going to be a boy. And the image of seeing my mom on a ventilator is forever burned into my mind when I had to tell her that she was going to have a grandson.
Aaron, I am so sorry that she will not be able to meet her grandson. I'm so sorry that is something she would have enjoyed so much. Tell us about the mask that you wear. Tell us about where you got it and why you wear it.
So I saw this mask on after my mom had passed away. I searched out a couple of COVID loss support groups, particularly remembering the lives affected by COVID-19. And somebody had posted a link to this store. I believe it was called Bonfire, and the seller, Grieve Me Alone, had these masks. As soon as I saw it, I knew that I wanted to have written across my face why I was doing what I was doing, and why I wanted it, and why it's so important to mask up. We want. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, please. You said we want. Please go ahead.
We've had kind of a contentious policy as far as masks here in America, and especially since they're not designed to protect ourselves. They're designed to protect other people, and our self-preservation instinct kind of kicks in when we're told that this doesn't protect you, so we automatically assume that it's not worth having. But we need to think bigger about not just ourselves, but everyone around us and everyone around them. This is just like a pyramid scheme that when you are asked to join, you have no choice but to say yes to, and you don't know who's selling. So that's what happened to my mom. My father owns an essential business, and he kept that running, and somebody had gone into a store that was either asymptomatic or was not feeling well, and he passed COVID-19 to my dad, in which, by that point in time, my mom and my dad had, were following CDC guidelines, and were not even living in the same areas of the house that they had lived in since 1984. They got married in that house, and the most interaction they saw with each other was he would look, upstairs at her and wish her a good day as he went off to work, and he passed it to her inadvertently, and she went into the hospital on April 15th with the initial diagnosis of of pneumonia, and then the worst happened. We got a positive COVID-19 result, and she fought for 51 days. 51 days that she was just fighting and holding on with every single fiber of her body. I know people often say that their mom or their father is the strongest person they know. My mom is the strongest person I've ever met, because she held on for so long, and before she even went in there, she was managing and living a healthy and happy life in spite of having COPD, diabetes, lupus, Crohn's disease, and rheumatoid arthritis. She was happy, and she was healthy.
And she was fighting, and she was certainly fighting, to be there for you and the whole family. And, I think
Absolutely.
One of the very natural things when we lose someone is to wonder, well, what could we have done? What could have been done to change this? I think that's something everyone goes through, unfortunately. And when you are thinking about if it had just been a mask, if this is something that could have saved my mom's life, why are people so resistant to doing this? What do you think about that?
I find it abhorrent that wearing a mask has become a political issue. This is a humanitarian crisis. We are not the enemy. It doesn't matter what political affiliation you are, Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. We need to come together on this. We need to look out for each other. I've been tagging my social media posts regarding COVID with 4 words: I won't lose you. Because I've lost one too many people to COVID.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, even if we haven't talked in years, even if I see you every day, and even if we'll never meet, I won't lose you. I can't. I refuse. I won't lose you.
Aaron, I appreciate your voice so much coming on our show and talking about what this means. You said it, life will never be the same. Life will never be the same. You have suffered a tremendous loss, and we appreciate you coming on to talk about it.